Hey there, Heather, ho there, gang. It's Mark, aka Cold Menace, coming at you once again with another adventure in flight, another leg of our charity project, Flight for the Kids, where we attempt to visit every North American hospital, Children's Miracle Network hospital, that participates in the Extra Life program. Over the next while. So that's a thing. That's a thing we're doing right now. Don't know what's happening. There it goes. All right. Let's see here. I need to load my flight because this is the third time I've loaded it now because for reasons that aren't clear to me. Did it just... okay, I will fly out of whatever runway it gives me. I don't care anymore. So, let's see. Last time, we finished up our Texas hospitals with... what was that place? Midland, Odessa, and El Paso. And then we jetted off for New Mexico to Albuquerque. Where we visited UNM Children's Hospital in Albuquerque. On the way there, we got a little distracted and visited Alamogordo, New Mexico, where the atomic bombs were set off. Test bombs were set off. We also visited Roswell because it was close, and why not Roswell? Let's see. We also did some other things. What did we do? No, I think that was it. Oh, we passed the NASA Super Guppy plane in a live flight. That was pretty cool. And now we are ready to head for Denver, Colorado. We are leaving Albuquerque. So let's get right into that. I may need to, again, set the times back because it may be too dark to see the hospitals when we get there. But let's get into it and see what we can find out, shall we? All right, here we are in our trusty Daher TBM 930 weather. I am going to go ahead and set the time back so we get daylight. Otherwise, we'll leave the weather where it is. Should be live weather. So apparently in Albuquerque right now is pretty nice. For those of you that may live in the U.S., I hope you voted today. If not, unless you're in California, it's probably too late. So... that's a thing. All right. Did this thing just shut off? What is that? Man. I have literally no idea what that's about.
Okay.
Just start the thing up. I'm not even going to do it manually. I'm just going to make it do it. I have no idea what that was just about. I'm just sitting here, ready to take off. It just shuts off. It's like, nope, I'm done. See ya. We're on low idle. Everything else looks good. Let's make sure we got our fuel gizmo set to auto switch. It is cool. All right, you running again, plane? Whatever, come on. All right, let's do a thing, shall we, before it decides to shut off again. Taxi to and hold short of runway 17. Well, I'm already there, so boom. Oh, we're cleared for takeoff. All right. I didn't even hear it. Here we go. Oops. I bet the parking brake's still on, isn't it? Now, here we go. Got my controls fixed, I think, so they're a little less freakish. All right, positive climb. Let's kick the landing gear up. All right, now we do have a ways to go.
Delta Lima 4 Kilo. Continue for north departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
All right.
Landing gear.
Oops.
Delta Lima 4 Kilo. You are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Okay. Oops. Whoa, where are you going, plane?
Albuquerque Tower Delta Echo Lima 4 Kilo frequency change.
Alright, we gotta throttle back. We're over revving there. Doesn't seem to have helped. There it goes. Alright, let's start our turn.
Albuquerque approach Delta Echo Lima 4 Kilo is type Delta TBM 92 miles south of Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
Request flight following.
Southwest 2585 Airport is at your 12 o'clock 13 miles. Descend and maintain 7,300 feet. Report runway in sight. Delta Echo Lima 4 Kilo. Albuquerque approach. Squawk 5774.
5774 for EL4K.
7,300 feet. Southwest 2585.
Squad 5774 Delta Lima 4 Kilo.
Delta Lima 4 Kilo radar contact 3 miles southeast of Albuquerque, 8,700 feet. Altimeter 29.902. Southwest 2585. I have the runway in sight.
Let me pick a thing.
Southwest 2585.
Oh my god.
10 miles north of Albuquerque. Maintain present heading and altitude.
You know, it won't let me pick this, and then it'll probably yell at me for not acknowledging this.
775. UPS
Oh my
282
god.
Airport is 14 miles at your 1 o'clock. Descend and maintain 8,300 feet. Report runway in sight.
Okay, I completely admit I have not looked up how high
Maintain present heading and altitude.
the mountains are I need to cross to get into Denver. So I guess we'll find out together, probably when we hit one.
Descend and maintain 8,300 feet. UPS 2872. UPS 2872 Airport is at your 1 o'clock 12 miles. Descend and maintain 7,700 feet. Report runway in sight.
Nope, there's Southwest going in right there. Boo-boo-boo.
Descend and maintain 7,700 feet. UPS 2872. UPS 2872 or 10 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 7,300 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway 17 approach.
Alright, that might be close to...
Descend and maintain 7,300 feet.
We'll be close to trimmed right there. Still creeping up a little bit.
Descend and maintain 7,300 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway 17 approach. UPS 2872.
And so what I'm noticing is the ATC out here is really noisy. It's a cool waterway. Okay, so we should have about an hour and 20 to Denver, I think. This will be the longest stretch I've done so far, I think. So, you know, if y'all come up with something to talk about, do let me know. Is that really loud for anybody else? Do I need to turn down the volume? There we go. That seems better. Whoa. This is why I'm not a licensed pilot, everyone. Because I have no idea what I'm doing.
UPS 2872 climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Climb and maintain 9,000 feet UPS 2872.
All right, let's get some scenery out here, man. Look at all that. Multi-Viper 1969. Okay. Alright, so now that we're up, we're flying, we're doing well, we've about got her trimmed out to normal. I really need to get that trim wheel finished. Hopefully it makes it easier. We're at about 12,000. We'd stay there if it would level out. It just keeps bouncing around. We are headed into Denver, where we will be visiting, what's that place? Children's Hospital of Colorado. That's the place. Very nice place. Several of our Frag Force folks play for that hospital. If you've watched our Sunday night streams of D&D before we finished up that last campaign, Heather, our cleric, and some of her compatriots are there in Denver. And if you didn't watch it, why not? Why not? I don't judge. I like it, like maybe a tiny bit. Anywho, we are doing all of this for the kids, of course.
Lima 4 kilo contact Albuquerque Center on 132.8.
132.8 for Daher Lima 4 kilo.
132.8 for Daher Lima 4 kilo.
Oh, look at that. I got it right.
Albuquerque Center, Daher Echo Lima 4 kilo, 11,700.
Bam.
Daher Echo Lima 4 kilo Albuquerque Center. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Plot twist. I was going to continue as planned anyway.
Deleted 309er. Contact Albuquerque Center on 124.325.
Yeah. So, right. Live weather is basically this, only darker. It didn't occur to me when I started this it was going to be that late when I was flying out here, but it is. So here we are. We're following this little valley here. I don't know.
86 flight 8 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 8,100 feet. Expect vector visual runway 17 approach.
Some good scenery to look at least. Oh. Whoa. I hate when it zooms in the cockpit. Stop doing that. Okay. Let's cruise along. Okay, I started to get into the whole extra life thing. I am doing this project for Extra Life, so the goal is to visit all of the Children's Miracle Network hospitals in North America that participate in the Extra Life program, which is, I believe, I counted 157 of them. We are on number 19, heading towards number 19, I believe it is. There were 17 in Texas. We have passed those. One in Albuquerque now, and then we are on our way to Denver, where there is one. I am doing this for Extra Life, which is a great program if you're not familiar with it. Extra Life is a charity program that empowers gamers like me and hopefully you to raise money for their local children's hospitals by playing games. Some people do walkathons, dance-a-thons, marathons. I am an indoor nerd and not at all built for marathons. So I do game-a-thons. In fact, our National Game Day is coming up November 7th this year. That's this Saturday, where I will be playing, along with thousands of others, will be playing games for 24 straight hours. Which I gotta tell you was a lot easier when I was younger. At 52, you know, I'm ready to pass out about 9:30. So it's gonna be an adventure this year. And normally I would be hosting an event at my place of work. And so I spend a lot of that 24-hour period playing host, making sure food gets in and out on time, making sure people have cables they need, making sure people have places to sit and can plug in and play their games, getting people in and out the door, getting registered, checked in, all of those kind of things. So it's going to be harder this year to be sitting at home trying to just play games for 24 hours. I don't know that I've done it. So there it is. Yeah. So anywho, if you decide to donate, which I think is a marvelous plan, you absolutely should. All of the money collected through the link in my Twitch profile goes directly to my hospital, which is Riley Hospital for Children here in Indianapolis. That money goes to provide care for those who can't afford it. It provides for research money into childhood illnesses and diseases, and it provides for child life services that help kids be kids while they face scary stuff in the hospital. It's an excellent program, so please, consider giving. If you are a gamer and you want to do a little more, you want to help out even more, you can visit extra-life.org and sign up yourself to play games and heal kids. All right, we are getting over some mountains right now. Looks like we should miss the mountains, but let's go outside and take a look around, shall we? Because this is pretty cool. I should look where we are on the little map, but I haven't, so. Whoa! This plane, man, it's got a little bit of left to right weirdness going on. And it may be we're getting some updraps. Getting some updraps. Whatever. Getting some wind coming up from those mountains. So, yeah. Anyway, 24 hours of games. Starting Saturday, I will be starting about 10 a.m. if you want to tune in. I will be doing things both on this channel and on the Indie Guild channel. Mine is Cold Menace, and the Indie Guild is Extra Life _Indie. so please consider popping in, helping keep me awake. All right, we have already passed 50 nautical miles towards Denver, and it's been 20 minutes, so we're doing pretty good. Clocking right along, if you will. I will also be, you know, accepting some ideas for what to play for 24 straight hours. I know there's some things. We're going to do a D&D one-shot at some point that day. We're going to do some Among Us. We're going to do some Left 4 Dead 2. But, you know, we'll take some suggestions for other multiplayer games. And I'm not gonna lie, I have never played Among Us, so I have no idea how that goes. I know it's like, you know, some sort of social deduction game. That's about all I know about it. Quiet out there tonight. No one's popping in. I'm assuming that's because of the election nonsense going on. Which is fine. It's a deal. I get it. I would be, except I don't really want to know what's going on right now. I'm afraid it might depress me. Here, I'll pop in and see what things say right now. Kentucky and West Virginia called for Trump. Vermont called for Biden. Florida leaning blue. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do we got? 50.8 to 48.4. Looks like most of the cities have reported in, though. So that might come back. Wow, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people running for president in Florida. Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Joe Jorgensen, Howie Hawkins, Roque de la Fuente, Gloria La Riva, Don Blankenship. Oh, there's another TBM9 out there. Mario's cousin. Why am I dropping again? Oh. Alright, fine. I'll pay attention to flying or something. Though I'm against it. Okay. Got us all straightened out again. So that's really what we got so far. Not much going on. Okay. So here we go, cruising to Denver, 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 Denver. I'm gonna run out of stuff to talk about. Anybody got anything interesting to talk about that isn't politics or religion? There's a dude right in front of me, Drifter ESX1, cool. All right. Oh, I haven't done all my stuff here. Let's go to PFD settings, other wind, option 3. Got a 270 knot crosswind. I'm sorry. Wow, that'd be something. We have a 2 knot crosswind from 270 degrees. So directly across. Whoa, close that. Is it just me or is this hill getting really close? Guess we better trim up a little bit. I don't really know why it was going down again since I had it trimmed out nicely, but whatever. This thing's a pain. It was diving up before, now it doesn't want to go up. But we are 1,300 feet from the ground, which is not, you know, ideal, I guess. Okay, I'll do that. 128.375 for Daher Lima 4K.
128.375 Daher Lima 4 kilo. Denver Center Daher Echo Lima 4 kilo 11,800 feet.
Now look at it. Now look at it rocket into the air. I've changed nothing, but it's rocketing into the air. All right, go away. And now we're diving. This plane, man, I don't know. Look at that scenery. Foliar cheetahs. What? Alright, stop doing that. There are a lot of people out here flying around today. I am surprised. Like 12,000 feet and just barely staying above the ground. That's pretty crazy, huh? Virginia called for Biden. Georgia and Florida still leaning blue. Whoa, this plane's still leaning to the left. God. Okay. Well, that was fun. Trim down, come on. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. All right, so we've now crossed under 200 nautical miles to Denver for our flyby of Children's Hospital of Colorado. Some cool mountains under us at the moment. Oops. Grr. There we go. We are... It's turning again, isn't it? Oops, and I might be making it worse. Alright, I better just jump back in the cockpit and fix this. There we go. Alright. I see some big mountains there ahead of us still. We are at 14,000 feet right now. 140,000 feet would be pretty high. We're at 14,000 feet right now. And I think we're going to need more than that to get over that stuff ahead of us, which, you know, you would assume would be the Rocky Mountains, since that's where Denver is and stuff. Oops. That was dumb. That was a dumb thing to do. Hmm. 77% reporting. Florida's still blue. Crazy town. Georgia's still blue. Go team. Alright, but that's not what we're here to talk about today, is it? We're here for the kids. Oh. We're getting up there. My engine's over torquing a little bit. I hate when my engine over torques for no reason. Especially since as we go higher, this is I think a bug in Flight Sim. When you go higher, the air is thinner. There should be less torque on the engine, not more. But this one has it go up as you go higher. And that just seems wrong. It's just wrong. It's wrong. Don't do it. Don't do it. We are going to get some lovely mountains here soon.
Delta Lima 4 Kilo contact approach on 128.37.
128.37 for Daher Lima 4K. I'm sorry, I should have been kilo.
Approach Doppler Echo Lima 4 Kilo 15,500 feet.
Doppler Echo Lima 4 Kilo approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29 decimal
Monte
higher,
Vista Municipal. Alright, well, let's make sure. Must be some nice weather out here because our barometer hasn't changed since we left. Airport right over there to our right. Can't see it that way, it's too far over. There it is, you can see the lights out there in the distance. We are back in the land of the round irrigated fields. Hello, Nerd Asylum. What's going on? How is your evening? Oop. Plane, come on, man. We are about to hit... I'm doing pretty well. Thank you. We are about to go into the Rocky Mountains. Because that's fun. Who doesn't like mountains? If I could keep this thing going in a straight line. It's fighting tonight. Why does it look... Is the stream being jerky and strange? Or is that just me? Doesn't show dropping anything. Of course, I don't know why it's back to 60 frames a second again either. Hey, thank you for the $10 donation. Whoa. Output. And it's... Do you ever feel like OBS just plain ignores you when you set something? Like, you said something, you save it, you're like, I want to do this, and then the next time you start it, it's like, you're crazy, I'm not doing that. Okay, cool, so, well, I'll live with it for now. It's supposed to be doing 30 frames a second because running all of this on one machine is a little bit taxing, but what are you gonna do? So this would be our, when we get to Denver, this will be our 19th hospital visited. We've done all 17 in Texas now. And we just came from Albuquerque, where we did not, in fact, take that left turn. Yeah, we do what we can with what we got, that is for sure. But it was doing better, so Flight Sim obviously eats graphics cards, right? So I set it to use CPU encoding since I wasn't doing very much with the CPU, and had it set to 30 frames a second, which seemed a little less taxing and made it nice, but I go back and it's on, you know, use the video card and 60 frames a second again, so whatever. Yes, I am. That's the This is our Flight for the Kids program. So we are trying to hit all of the Children's Medical Network hospitals in North America. Well, they're all in North America, so that's, you know, not really a challenge, but that should be 157 of them if I've computed correctly. So this is a long-term project. Okay, my 3D printer's freaking out behind me too. Yeah, this will be going on for a little while. We do a flyby and then shoot on. Each evening I land just like you're supposed to, and then we take off from the same place and continue on. The one that's really going to be a challenge is Hawaii. I didn't realize there was one in Hawaii. So we won't be able to do this plane to Hawaii because it has a range of about 900 nautical miles and it is 2,700 and something to Hawaii. So for that one, we'll leave from California somewhere and we'll probably fly the Cessna like CJ4 corporate jet thing out there because it's one of the few that would have the range. There's none of the small planes that have the range to do it. I could just cheat and turn on unlimited fuel, but that seems, well, it's cheating, right? All right, we had a donation. Let's see if we can do some aerobatics without dying. What do we want? Loop or roll? What's your preference? You donated, so I'll let you choose. I've been trying to practice barrel rolls. I'm kind of terrible at it. It's super dangerous, but if I remember, we have damage turned off, so let's see what we can do. Ooh, nope. Yep, still terrible at barrel rolls. Overspeed. Zoom. Well, that wasn't the best. But we survived. Plane didn't like it very much. Lost about 3,000 feet in altitude there. All right, let's get you settled back down, plane. Yeah, I'll call it a victory.
4 kilo contact Denver Center on 128.375.
128.375 for Dahar Lima 4 kilo.
128.375 Dahar Lima 4 kilo. Denver Center Dahar Echo Lima 4 kilo 12,600 feet.
Delta Echo Lima, 4 kilo Denver Center, continue as planned.
Continue as planned. Hey,
200 decimal 302.
plot twist. I was going to do that anyway. All right, we broke it. Now it doesn't want to trim back out. Yeah, so our last flight, you missed the good times. I realized I was flying as I left El Paso, Texas, and was going to Albuquerque. I realized that I was very near to Alamogordo, Mexico, where the atomic bombs were tested, so I made a slight detour for that. Then realized that Roswell was only a little farther on, so I took a little detour for that. Always go to Roswell when you can. I haven't seen any good live traffic tonight, but on Thursday we saw a plane with a NASA 934, I think it was, designator, and I didn't know what that was, so I went and looked, and it turns out that was the NASA Super Guppy plane, the ginormous, like, bubble-headed cargo plane they have. Flew past me going towards Houston. In the meantime, today we're heading towards Captain Booty Crocker, so that's cool, I guess. Let's take a look around again. We're getting in the Rockies. It's kind of cool. Noble Blue Falcon. There's lots of live flyers out here today. And this sim is pretty. It's got its faults. It's a little quirky. But, yeah, Betty Crocker had it, right? And then her lesser known brother, Booty Crocker, who, you know, failed out of a lot of classes. Wasn't quite as successful. Looks like we better start getting some altitude or we're gonna run into something before we get to Denver. Oh. Alright, let's do... Printer's freaking out and needs more filament, so I'm gonna do... Heading... What's our altitude right now? 13. Close enough. Altitude, heading, AP. What are you dinging at? Oh. AP is on and yaw damper is not. There we go. All right. Plane's gonna fly straight in a minute. Okay. Gotta change my printer.
Southwest 1011 contact Denver Center on 125.35.
125.35 for Southwest 1011.
Okay. Sorry, kids. Yeah, okay. AP off. Let's get a little altitude here. every time that one printer runs out of filament, it dorks things up and I end up having to pull stuff out of it. That's a close one. All right, well, there looks to be a lot of folks at Denver right now. Getting a little bounce off the side of that mountain. It's been explained to me that that works like water, that it comes up and it will splash up the side of the bowl. We've got a little room for throttle too. I'm gonna pick it up a little bit. Heartbreak 1. Breezy Broom. We got a lot of people in front of us here. Alright, let's trim her back down, try to get level again. Come on. Stop being a pain. Here, that'll be pretty close. Okay. We missed hitting the mountain. That's a good thing. It's generally considered a plus when it comes to flying that you not hit the mountain. We are now 94 nautical miles out from our first hospital. And we are cruising along at a ground speed of 277 knots. That puts us about 20 minutes out. Give or take running into a mountain. Of course. Hopefully this will be an easy hospital to see. The last one was easy. Some of them are kind of buried in the middle of cities and it's hard to pick them out. Okay. Getting things normalized again. I really need to finish that trim wheel. This is always a little weird. Anyway, so again, we are doing this for Extra Life. So if you're enjoying what you see, or even if you don't punish the kids because I'm dull. Please consider donating to the Extra Life link that you can find in the bottom of my Twitch profile. All of the money collected goes directly to my local hospital, which is Riley Hospital for Children here in Indianapolis. That money goes to provide care for those who can't afford it, which is super important right now. We have people losing their jobs, losing their insurance, but still have kids who have immediate medical needs. It also goes to provide research money into childhood illnesses and diseases. And it provides for my favorite part, child life services that help kids be kids while they face scary stuff in the hospital. It's a great program, so please consider giving. If you would like to do more, you can also visit extra-life.org and sign up yourself to play games and heal kids. Alright, so we've now got maybe 15 minutes to Denver. You know Denver's high up, but it doesn't really sink in sometimes until you look down and you're 15,000 feet in the air and thinking you're probably not going to clear that mountain. Let's see what that... Lake George is coming up. Lake George is coming up. And then we'll be going over the... What is that? Pike National Forest. Colorado Springs should be right over there. Well, alright, actually a little ways over there, but you get what I'm saying. Woo, boink boink. Gonna climb a little more because I'm not sure we're gonna make it over that. And then let's take a peek outside, shall we? So there's Lake George. Colorado Springs should be out that way a little ways. Captain Booty Crocker's over there. There are a lot of people out flying today, that is for sure. Alright, so when we get to Denver, we will be looking for Children's Hospital of Colorado. Because reasons.
Denver Center Southwest 149er is out of flight level 26 flights for 10,000 feet. Southwest 149er Denver Center, continue as planned.
Back. All right. Here in a minute, we're going to get ready to scan things. There's Lake George going underneath us.
Southwest 149er, contact Denver Center on 125.905.
Let's try to see what this waypoint is over here. Carrera Air Park. Oh, it's a little runway, a little airport. Neat.
125.905, Southwest 149er.
All right, we're probably high enough now. 16,000. We'll trim her back out. And I don't know if this will let me change settings while I'm doing this, but I'm gonna try it because this is crazy. It looks like it's borked. Nope, won't let me change encoder and stuff.
Denver Center, United 2
Okay.
is at
219er Denver Center. Continue as planned.
We got some really nice scenery going around right here. All right, when I get in here, I will set autopilot so that it will keep me straight and level while I go in and try to find the hospital. Lots of people out flying today. So all of those name tags would be live people. And or actual flights.
319er. Contact Denver Center on 125.905.
Going to 125.905, United 2319er.
Should probably head over this way a little bit, try to line myself up with the nav so I can have the autopilot follow it in when we get there.
Delta Lima 4 Kilo. Contact Denver Center on 125.905.
125.95 for Daher Lima 4 Kilo. Where'd my mouse go?
Going to 125.905, Daher Lima 4 Kilo. Denver Center, Daher Echo Lima 4 Kilo, 16,300 feet.
Delta Echo Lima 4 Kilo. Denver Center. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Okay.
Denver Center Southwest 149er is at 16,100 feet, descending 10,000
Oh,
feet.
there's a UAL flight right there.
Southwest 149er Denver Center. Continue as
Right
planned.
there. There's also a plane right there. Busy around Denver. And we're about to tear through here.
Contact Denver approach on 126.55.
Oh, crazy town with autopilot on. Oh, is that master warning on, or is it just glowing in the sunlight? All right, there's nothing on the annunciator, so it's got to just be glowing. All right.
126.55 for Southwest 149er. Southwest 2578. Contact Denver Center on 119.85.
That wasn't for me, was it? I wasn't listening. Nope. Southwest again.
119.85 for Southwest 2578.
Oh, we're almost out of gas. It didn't fill this thing up apparently when we left. All right. So we're in the middle of nowhere, so we're gonna have to cheat. Good enough.
United 2319er. Contact Denver approach on 120.35. Delta Lima 4 Kilo. Contact Denver approach on 132.75.
132.75 for Daher Lima 4 Kilo.
132.75, Daher Lima 4 Kilo. Denver approach Tower Echo Lima 4 Kilo 16,100 feet.
Tower Echo Lima 4 Kilo Denver approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Again, plot twist, I was going to continue as planned anyway. uh, Nope, here comes my nav line finally. Okay, so we are cruising along. How far did it say? Can't see. I'll turn here in a second. Ooh, 29 nautical miles. We're getting close now. Alright, and we're at 15,600 feet. I wonder what... I should have looked up Denver's actual elevation.
Tower Lima 4 Kilo contact Denver Center on 125.905.
Okay. I put it on autopilot for a minute so it can drop us down, and then I'm gonna pop out the camera and go look for the hospital here in a minute.
Tower Lima 4 Kilo, please
Oh,
acknowledge.
alright. 125.95 Dahir Lima 4K.
Going to 125.905 Tower Lima 4 Kilo. Denver Center Tower Echo Lima 4 Kilo 15,200 feet.
Tower Echo Lima, 4 Kilo Denver Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Alright, so right now
4 Kilo contact Denver approach on 132.75.
132.75 Dahir Lima 4K.
132.75
You literally just put me on this frequency,
Tower Lima 4 Kilo.
but okay. There we go. Now we're lined up.
Denver approach Tower Echo Lima 4 Kilo 14,600
I think
feet.
we'll try 13,000 feet.
4 Kilo Denver approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Alright, and as soon as the plane gets mostly sorted and flying straight at what we're supposed to fly at, I'll probably lock the heading instead of leaving it on nav. Wow, this must be...
Tower Lima 4 Kilo contact Denver approach on 126.1.
126.1 for Dahir Lima 4K.
6.1 Tower Lima 4 Kilo. Denver approach Tower Echo Lima 4 Kilo 12,800 feet.
Tower Echo Lima 4 Kilo Denver approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
So the problem I have is that it will kick that waypoint away at 2 nautical miles. So I have to find the hospital before that. Denver is not as high up there as I thought. hope it's at least 9,900 feet, because that's what I set the autopilot to. If it's not, we're really going to hit something. Well, they may or may not have hit the hospital once. Not this particular hospital, but you know what I'm saying. Let's try 9,000 feet. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're watching that right there. Hopefully the terrain pops in before we get to it. It's looking pretty awful at the moment. Those houses supposed to look like triangles. Well, that would be it. Whoa. So there we go. I suspect something in there. Is it? Boom. Or one of their campuses. They have a couple. All right. That was Denver. And now if things worked out well, the plane is turning itself to our next nav point. We are going to throttle back up. We're going to tell it to go a little higher. So we don't hit that mountain out there. And we are off. So that was Children's Hospital of Colorado. We are now on our way to the other page. Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake City. There's Rocky Mountain Metropolitan Airport. All right. And we've got a ways again. This is going to take a while. What time is it? 8:30. We should have time. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Love that sun ray thing coming across there. It's kind of weird. All right, we are getting ready to really leave. Oh, look, everybody, I'm JJ Abrams. Lens flare. The only thing you need to know as a Hollywood director, lens flare. We are still climbing. I better tell it to climb faster. All right, let me look at my nav map up here. Moment. We are going over the Arapahoe National Forest here in a minute. Currently passing Boulder to our right. Oops, I hate when it does that. So yeah, we're going to be going over some good stuff here in Colorado. What's this lake? Lake Granby. Shadow Mountain Lake. Over the Sarvis Creek Wilderness area. Trying to look and see if there's anything good we might want to detour for. Dinosaur National Monument. I don't know if we'll see anything on the way to Salt Lake, but you know, coming out of Salt Lake, we'll be going back south. We should shoot past Bryce down here somewhere.
Air Lima 4 Kilo, contact Denver Center on 128.65.
128.65, Dahar Lima 4K. Kilo, I keep forgetting to say kilo. Also, and I can't state this strongly enough, we're going to hit that mountain. Oops, I hit keys too fast. It doesn't like it when I do that. Now we're cooking with gas. Now flight director shows us not hitting the mountain, which is always a plus. How's that for close? See trees. Gotta love a good turboprop, kids. Okay. Should be good on altitude now. Again, getting a little turbulence off the backside of that mountain. Alright, sorry, just checking in on election things, because, you know, it's going to be a crazy evening. Let's go back outside again. It's a pretty good view. That was the ridge line we just passed. That far lake. Oop, what? Oh, I never contacted Denver Center. Bad me.
Delta 854 Denver Center, continue as planned.
Denver Center, Dominic Echo Lima 4 Kilo 15,000 feet.
Air Echo Lima 4 Kilo Denver Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29
Thanks, I was going to continue as planned anyway. This thing still sounds like an angry wasp. Also, this is a ridiculously expensive plane. Could never afford to have one of these myself, so there you go. Like, I could probably conceivably buy a Cessna 172, 182. I could conceivably buy some of the Diamond D840s or something like that. This thing is millions of dollars. There's a cool lake over there. That is the Williams Fork Reservoir, it looks like. There's an airport there.
SkyWest 3603, contact Denver Center on 125.9er.
Oh, right there is SkyWest.
for SkyWest 3603.
Okay, so we are what? How far? I hate that it cuts that off. That's just stupid. Does it tell me down here? 262 nautical miles. So just over about an hour to Salt Lake City on our way from Denver, where we visited Children's Hospital of Colorado. We are on our way to Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake City. Might be some good sightseeing in Salt Lake City too. I wonder if we can see like the Mormon temple. That might be cool. The lake, obviously, because I hear that's pretty nice. Never been there. And all for the kids. So, you know, if you're watching, we are doing this for Extra Life. This is the Flight for the Kids program. I am visiting all 157 Children's Miracle Network hospitals in North America to raise money for sick kids, because they should be able to be kids and not be sick. So if you donate to the Extra Life link in my Twitch profile, all of the money collected will go to my local hospital, which is Riley Hospital for Children in Indianapolis, which will also be our final stop on this little adventure sometime months from now. But all of that money goes to my local hospital. Like I said, it goes to provide care for those who can't afford it, provides for research money into childhood illnesses and diseases, and it provides for child life services to help kids be kids while they face scary things. It's an excellent program, so please consider giving. If you don't want to, you can't, you want to do more, you're a gamer, whatever, you can participate yourself. Visit extra-life.org and sign up. Our National Game Day is Saturday, like this Saturday, where I will be trying to do 24 straight hours of gaming. It's going to be an adventure because, God help me, I'm old. I need to turn the autopilot back off. I forgot we're still on autopilot. Yeah, so I will be starting, all right, technically I will be starting at 4 a.m. where I will be doing some Star Wars Squadrons on the Nerd Asylum Twitch channel, which is, you know, some friends of mine. They are also raise money for Extra Life, so we're gonna help them about a bit. And then I will start my 24 hours at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and so we will go to 10 a.m. on Sunday. I can tell you it's going to be a little harder this year because, one, I'm older, not lying, and two, because I am usually playing host. We have, in the last several years, hosted a in-person get-together at my place of work, and we are not able to do that this year, but you know, obviously things going on in the world. 126.5 or Dahar Lima 4 Kilo.
126.5 Dahar Lima 4 Kilo. Denver Center Dahar Echo Lima 4 Kilo 15,000 feet.
Whoa, we're turning. Anyway. Good weather out here. We haven't had to change our altimeter yet. But anyway, so since we can't do it in person, I am not playing host. I usually spend at least half of my 24 hours setting people up on desks, getting cables, getting extension cords, getting food in and out, making sure that someone has made a pot of coffee, you know, all that good stuff, playing host. And I'm not going to do that this time, so I got to spend 24 hours sitting in a chair playing games. It's going to be entertaining. I might have to intersperse some, you know, Beat Saber or something on the Quest to keep me awake. Alright, so this thing keeps rotating to the left, and as soon as I give it a tick of aileron trim, it goes the other way. So apparently I can't trim that out. Oh good, Psycho Mantis is here. The big challenge I still have to overcome: getting to Hawaii. Didn't realize there was a hospital in Hawaii, and this plane will not make it there. So it becomes, do I do one of the giant airliners? Do I do like the Citation or CJ4 business jet? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I hate doing like an Airbus thing. Those things are just so unwieldy and don't fit my, oh my god, we're about to crash style of flying. They require you to be easy on the controls and smooth and plan your moves ahead of time and things like that, and that's frankly just not me. There are a lot of people flying tonight. And in fact, if you have Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can fly along with me. We will be landing tonight in Salt Lake City. We will take off from there on Thursday and head south, going to hit the 2 hospitals in Arizona, which is what just happened? Ooh, new host. Thank you for the host. No, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, they are in, I could look right here. All right, guys, this is how old I am and how hard it's going to be to do 24 straight hours. Let me get this up right here so I can see it. Phoenix and Tucson are the hospitals in Arizona.
Delta Lima 4 Kilo, contact Denver Center on 134.5.
What's that? Phyllis, chick, click, what? I can't pronounce that. Sorry. I can't even pronounce that.
Delta Lima 4
Oh.
Kilo, did you copy?
No, I didn't. Tahir Lima 4 Kilo. Say again. What? 134.5. Tahir Lima 4 Kilo.
134.5 Tahir Lima 4 Kilo. Denver Center Tahir Echo Lima 4 Kilo, 14,900 feet.
Generic 78 Yankee, you are 42 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 12.
Someday,
Runway 25 approach.
I need to actually, like,
Lima 4 Kilo, Denver Center, continue as planned.
yeah, continue as planned.
29.9.
Plot twist. I was always going to.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway 25 approach. Generic 78 Yankee.
Wow, I am
Air Lima 4 Kilo, contact Denver approach on 120.475.
every 12 seconds. 120.475 Tahir Lima 4K.
120.475 for Tahir Lima 4 Kilo. Denver approach Tahir Echo Lima 4 Kilo, 14,900 feet.
Delta Echo Lima, 4 Kilo Denver approach, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Again, there's that whole continue as planned. Okie dokie. I was going to. Okay. To look outside again. We got some good sunset stuff going on here. Which of course means by the time I get to Salt Lake City, I will probably have to set time back again so you can actually see the hospital. But we do have some cool views going on. Like some haze over the mountains over there. Pretty cool. What is that name? Felista Schlick? Felista Schlick? I don't even know. Chatted with a nice gent from Iran last time. Alright, and after we visit Primary Children's Health in Salt Lake City, we will be landing for the evening, which is always an adventure. Primary Children's Hospital. Did I change? I didn't change my things, did I? Last visited in Children's Hospital, Colorado. Copy. Paste. File. Save. And then Primary Children's Hospital. Oh, hospital. There we go. File. Save. Now the overlay should be right. Look at that. The lower the sun gets, the cooler everything gets, huh? Luckily, we're not in cloud cover or anything. We'd probably have to worry about icing. It's probably cool over here. Mickey Cakes is up here. Whoa! Plane, what are you doing, man? Come on. Probably do a check here. Speed's okay. Highway is okay. We've got torque is okay, props okay. ITT is okay. Oil pressure's okay. Cabin pressure's okay. Man, why is this thing so hard that direction? Like I say, as soon as I tick on a thing of aileron roll, it goes the other direction. Okay. Fuel's good, electrical's good. Everything seems alrighty. Except the fact that it keeps turning to the left. we are 188 nautical miles. We are 40 minutes-ish. That's a plus. Our ground speed currently $288 knots. So yeah, we're cruising.
Delta Lima 4 Kilo contact Denver Center on 134.5.
134.5 with Daher Lima 4 Kilo.
Going to 134.5 Daher Lima 4 Kilo.
Denver Center, Daher Lima, Daher Lima 4 Kilo at 15,000 feet.
Denver Center, Daher Echo Lima 4 Kilo, 15,000 feet.
Dare Echo Lima 4 Kilo Denver Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
See, there's that thing again. Continue as planned. Okay. I'm gonna do that. What's yelling at me? Where you going, dude? We're going to turn way over here because we're way off our nav line. We don't need to be on the nav line necessarily, but it's nice to have it in sight somewhere. I mean, it's not like it's not going to continue pointing me right at the thing. There we go. That is some scenery right there. This is at least pretty country to be flying around in. Okay, cruising along. Gonna look behind me here. One of the printers is finished. All right. I am printing a throttle, making my own throttle quadrant. So that'll be fun, I hope. I gotta get some of these projects finished though, because I have the trim wheel that I still haven't finished. we're back on our line again. And I think I have a bit of a parallax problem. I don't think I point the nose at things correctly, but that's could just be me. I have problems with angles and things anyway. The reason I'm, you know, not the astronaut I wanted to be when I was a kid is because I only see out of one eye at a time. I don't have stereo vision. So I also have really bad depth perception. And the flight director appears to be telling me I'm going to run into a mountain again. Got some river action happening there. We got some awesome sunset glow on the mountains. But yeah, here in a minute I'll have to turn the time. Well, when we get there I'll have to turn the time again so we can see the hospital. See, we're drifting back to the other side of the line again. I think I need that. I think I point the waypoint too far to the right on the windscreen. But, you know, who knows? I could be wrong. Alright, so who's got a vote? Anybody got a vote for what plane to fly to Hawaii? It's gonna have to be a like an Airbus, 737, 787, or one of the corporate jets like CJ4 or Citation. Anybody have any preference? Because I've not flown any of them really. I don't so much enjoy the jets, the big jets anyway. Little jets are fine. I think the big jets require me to be too much of an actual pilot. Get up above the mountain. Oh, okay, so the flight director is going down because I had my altitude set.
Delta Niner 8, contact Salt Lake Center on 125.57.
Did I hear a niner in there? Every time I look away from it, it takes a hard left turn. It's truly obnoxious.
575 Delta Niner 8.
All right.
Delta Niner 12, contact Salt Lake Center on 125.575.
for Delta Niner 12.
Delta Niner. Did I hear a niner in there? Niner. Okay, and just for kicks, after we hit the Salt Lake Hospital, you know, primary children's hospital of Salt Lake, we will be attempting to land at Salt Lake International, which would be hysterical. So be sure to tune in for that. Watch me like face plant in front of like professional pilots or something. All right, we've got less than 30 minutes, probably. We can do fun rudder things. Might be getting a little punchy, I'm just saying. This thing does have a certain drone to it. You know what I mean? This is what I'll do. I'll just fly to the right and then let it move itself back. All right, like I said, so today we'll end in Salt Lake at Salt Lake International. Thursday, we will take off from Salt Lake and make our way south to Arizona's,
Alaska 1213, contact Salt Lake Center on 125.57.
where we will visit, what was it again? Phoenix and Tucson, or you know, Tucson as we like to call it.
125.57,
Um,
Alaska 1213.
We'll then be making our way
4 kilo,
from
contact Salt Lake Center on 125.575.
125.575 for Daher Lima 4 kilo.
125.575 Daher Lima 4 kilo.
We're going from Arizona to Las Vegas, I think. I gotta figure out that part of the flight yet. How to do this in the most efficient sort of way. I think we'll be tracking over to, it'll be Arizona, Tucson, and whatever, and then over to Las Vegas and Reno, and then Southern California, and start up the coast. And then at some point we have to make our dash over to Hawaii. On a brighter note, the weather looks wonderful here tomorrow. Should be up to almost 70. All right, so oops, now we're back on the other side of our line. How about that? There's an airport right down there to our left. Oh, I didn't tune Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake Center, Dahmer Echo Lima 4 Kilo 17,600 feet.
Air Echo Lima 4 Kilo Salt Lake Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
And again, 29.902. It is nice out here. Keep seeing that flash down there on the road right to the left. Down here. I think that's a river and it keeps getting glints on it, but it looks like it's like there was an accident on a highway. There were emergency vehicles down there or something. We are coming up on Ashley National Forest. Flaming Gorge Recreation Area should be off to our right, over there where the lake is. So that's cool. What else we got coming up? Uintas Wilderness Area. We got some lake action here. Rockport State Park, Jordanelle State Park. And then boom, a Salt Lake City. Alright, and then of course we're gonna hit the hospital and we're gonna land at Salt Lake City International Airport. And I'm afraid, as pretty as it is, I'm gonna need to bump the time back again, so we will be able to see the hospital when we get there. Although we still have a nice haze, so it's still not terrible, don't get me wrong. What is our height at Salt Lake? No. What are you doing? Okay, let's see. Bless it. Plane. Come on, man. I don't want. I just want to know the height, man. I don't want the approaches. don't want approaches. I don't want transitions. Really can no one. Elevation 4219. Thank you. Overview. There we go. Elevation 4,226 feet. Bam. That's what we needed. Thank you. It's quite a bit lower than I am, apparently. Doesn't look like it, though. Quit doing that. Oh, look at that. That doesn't look like it's supposed to be there, does it? Oh, Microsoft, you so crazy. Okay, it seems to be diving upward again. Alright, I've lost the line again, but whatever. Not gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry about it at this point. Alright. So we are maybe 15 minutes from Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City, where we will shoot past Primary Children's Health. And again, we are doing this for the kids. Hello. That's all right, Argos. You know, stuff happens, man. We'll be lucky if I don't run into a mountain. Actually, so I have damage turned off because, one, I'm lame. Yeah, Airbus is rough first time. Actually, Airbus is rough all the time. But I have damage turned off because I was like, if you donate, I'll do, you know, aerobatics or whatever. And but I was trying to get really low to get a good view of the hospital in Houston, I believe it was, and may or may not have flown into the side of the hospital. I can. Oh. 127.7 for Dahart Lima 4 kilo.
127.7 Dahart Lima 4 kilo.
I knew he was going to say that. Salt Lake Center, Dahart Lima 4 kilo, 17,000 feet.
Salt Lake Center, Dahart Echo Lima 4 kilo, 17,100 feet.
Whatever.
Dahart Echo Lima 4 kilo Salt Lake Center, continue as planned.
Continue as planned.
9.9
I was gonna do that. Yeah, so I've already flown into the side of one children's hospital, which of course seems bad and seems to be defeating the thing. Well, your uncle's better than I am, because Airbus. I mean, they're neat planes. And of course, they will fly themselves if you really want. This one will do that too. It'll even do approach and arrival. It'll land itself if you let it. All right, so 63 nautical miles. We're doing ground speed of 303 knots right now. Kick it. Nice. So we are not far out at all. Let's take a look outside at some scenery for a minute. That's a nice valley right there. Say, that's a nice valley. Is that weird spire still over here? Nope, it must have resolved itself. As I was flying up, there's some kind of like giant spike sticking out of the ground. It was pretty cool. Like, well, that has to be one of those flight simulator goof ups. It really says Salt Lake is only 4,000 feet up, because it sure seems like it's going to be higher than that. Unless it drops as soon as you get on the other side of that mountain, which is not.
Delta Lima 4 Kilo contact Salt Lake Center on 119.9
119.95 for Dahar Lima 4 Kilo.
119.905 Dahar Lima 4 Kilo.
Salt Lake Center, Dahar Lima 4 Kilo, 15,000 feet.
Salt Lake Center, Dahar Echo Lima 4 Kilo, 15,800 feet.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Dahar Echo Lima, 4 Kilo Salt Lake Center. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Oh, it's Donna. Hi, Donna. Okay, continue as planned. Hey, guess what? I was gonna. Okay, again, maybe look around some more, because it's awfully nice out. For those just tuning in, we are heading to Salt Lake City from Denver. We visited Children's Hospital of Colorado in Denver, and we are just almost to Salt Lake City to see Primary Children's Health. And of course, we are playing for Extra Life. So if you like what you see, or even if you don't punish the kids, because I am lame. Please consider donating to the Extra Life link you can find in the bottom of my Twitch profile. All of the money collected goes to my local hospital, which is Riley Hospital for Children here in Indianapolis. That money goes to provide care for those who can't afford it. It provides for research money into childhood illnesses and diseases, and it provides for child life services to help kids, because kids will face scary stuff in the hospital. Reminder, Saturday is Extra Life National Game Day. If you would like to participate, you can visit extra-life.cn visit extra-life.org and sign up to play games yourself. Wow. Anyway, Saturday we will be playing 24 hours. I will not be doing this for 24 hours because I can't sit for that long, but we might do another leg. But we will also be doing a lot of other things. Yeah, words are hard, Argos, man. Like, come on, dude. I can't. I was doing good earlier. And yes, this is the Flight for the Kids program. We are visiting all of the North American. Okay, that's a bit of a thing because they're all in North America. But We're visiting the North American Children's Miracle Network hospitals that participate in the Extra Life program. I believe there are 157 of them. We are heading towards number 19, having finished the 17 in Texas. Not sure why Texas has so many. Is that where they started? Don't really know. But we took off from Orange. Yeah, it's 170, but I don't think they all participate in Extra Life. I don't know. I have a list. I need to like actually add them up. Donna was kind enough to get me a list of them. But yeah, it's a bunch. I think there are 170 in the network, but there are 157 that participate in Extra Life is how it works out. And those are the ones I'm hitting. So yeah, this is going to be a long-term project, and we are going to the next challenge will be getting to Hawaii, because I didn't know there was one in Hawaii. And this little plane will not make it. As much as I love my little TBM 930, it is not going to make that journey. In fact, it will make about a third of that journey before it runs out of gas and falls out of the sky. So obviously it's a bit of a challenge that we have to work out. I think I'll be doing like the Cessna, like CJ4 or something like that, or CJ. It depends. I don't really want to do an Airbus because big, slow. I mean, they're nice, but I found out there have been people who have made the trip from California to Hawaii in like a Cessna or something, but they do it by essentially filling the entire cockpit with fuel cans. Right. Yeah, I think what Donna gave me is the ones that have an active program that are like, she pulls these, I think, from the reports. So that's the list that we've got. It's a lot. It's a bunch. No cabs. Getting in trouble with the bot. The bot's I don't know what you... 121.1 for Dahar Lima 4 kilo.
121.1 for Dahar Lima 4 kilo. Salt Lake approach Dahar Echo Lima 4 kilo 12,900 feet.
Dahar Echo Lima 4 kilo Salt Lake approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Curse you, Streamlabs. Alright, well, we're dropping. I want to be dropping. We may have to go over and do a slow circle or something, because we got to stay over those mountains. And then Salt Lake City, like, drops. But we can see the lake up there now. That's cool. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Good times coming. Good times coming. And we've got half an hour-ish. So we are good on time. slow her down a little bit. Get ready to thread our way through this mess. You want to slow that drop a little bit there. All right, see you, Argus. Thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, and Streamlabs was mean to you, dude. Don't take that. Don't even take that. We don't need bullying. All right, so we are almost here. We've got 12 nautical. Ooh, we're getting really close to that mountain. Oh, we're getting a little bump from the mountain too. There's a good bit of updraft and stuff. The wind is low today though, but it's coming right at us. 2 knots straight forward. So yeah, it's going to be a little tricksy because I'm going to have to stay high enough to go over the mountain and then get low enough to see the hospital pretty quick. So, you know, if ever there was a time I was going to hit something, might be now. I'm going to cut this way, actually. Let's do this a little tricksy. We're going to follow this valley down, so we can lose altitude still, and then we'll turn towards the hospital as soon as we get out of it, once we've lost some more altitudes. And there is the Great Salt Lake over there to the right on the windscreen. Never been to Salt Lake City. I'm told it's nice. Here we come out, so let's cut down. We're doing hard moves here, kids. I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move here. Boom. Okay, now I really should have set an altitude here. All right, I'm not going to be able to, because if I do, we're gonna hit it. Oh no. No. Why? Right down there should be our hospital. Woo! I suspect right there the helipad on that one. So there we go. All right, let's get back, make sure we're not hitting anything. Now comes the really tricky part, because we need to land. Nearest airport list better be Salt Lake City International. Tune Salt Lake Tower. Request a full stop landing.
Salt Lake Tower, Doppler Echo Lima 4 Kilo is 6 miles east with Sierra to land.
Doppler Echo Lima 4 Kilo, Salt Lake Tower. Fly left downwind, runway 35. Altimeter 29.9er, 2 wind 25, 8 and 3.
Okay. What?
Fly left traffic, runway 35, Doppler Lima 4 Kilo.
All right. Let's do a thing. That building is doing all kinds of crazy stuff there, isn't it? All right, we need to drop speed quick, so I'm throttling pretty much off. As soon as our speed comes down, I will do landing gear. There's a nice view of the Salt Lake. Too fast, too fast. Yeah, I know, thanks. We came in pretty hot.
Delta Niner, 1-2 clear to land runway 35. Follow the generic on final.
All right, here we go.
5,
Gear down.
Caution the generic, landing runway 34 right.
That's me. I caution the generic. That's me.
Clear to land runway 35, Delta Niner 1-2.
Okay. We've got this going on. First notch of flaps in. Let's get we want our approach to be about 90 some knots, I believe, for this one. There's our speed right there. All right, we're doing our downwind leg. We're turning back up. There are a lot of other people flying today.
Charter, Lima 4 kilo, clear to land runway 35. Follow the generic on final. Wind 25, 8-3. Caution the generic, landing runway 34 right.
Okay, I am landing where? Clear to land 3-5, and there's a 3-4 right? That's crazy.
Delta Lima 4 kilo, acknowledge last transmission.
Oops, I just put the crap. I meant to put the last notch of the flaps in and turned it off instead. Okay.
Clear to land runway 35 Delta Lima 4 kilo.
All right, so there's his generic coming down. Now it's like, you're too slow. You're too fast. You're too slow. And to be fair, we are too slow. Should still be about 90 something. There we go. All right, this is a little easier since I fixed the controls, but here we go. Everybody ready? Turn it a little sharp. All right, here we go, kids.
Delta Niner, 1-2 exit, runway when able.
All right, here we go. Over the threshold. Power off. Hey, that was not bad.
Charter Lima, 4 kilo exit, runway when able.
Okay, I'll do that. Let's run it back up a little bit and get off this runway. That went pretty well. That was a pretty nice landing, right? We still have all our fingers and toes and stuff.
Charter Lima, 4 kilo
I'm
exit,
doing it.
runway when able.
Let me go faster. Jeez. And of course, here I come up to it, and then it's like, oh, it's a right angle turn. Good luck. Okay.
Charter Lima, 4 kilo contact ground on 121.9er.
121.9 or Dahmer Lima 4 kilo. Salt Lake ground Dahmer Echo Lima 4 kilo taxi to parking.
Delta Echo Lima 4 kilo taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Foxtrot cross runway 14 Foxtrot cross runway tree 4 right Bravo.
Okay, I'll do that. Whatever you just said.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Foxtrot cross runway 14 Foxtrot cross runway tree 4 right Bravo Dahmer Lima 4 kilo.
Delta Lima 4 kilo hold position caution the departing generic. Delta Lima 4 kilo continue taxi.
Okay. You told me to stop. He's all like, oh my god, stop, you're gonna hit something. Ah, never mind. Why aren't you still moving?
Delta Lima 4 kilo please acknowledge.
Oh, fine.
Roger Dahmer Lima 4 kilo.
All right. Here we are at Salt Lake City International Airport. Oh, good Lord, where is it taking me? Guy's call sign, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Help! Probably over the 20 knot taxi speed, but whatever. There's our parking spot. Uncurled boot. That's a name. Done. Boop, boop. Park and brake on. Oops, our inertial separator was on. Doesn't need to be on anymore. Okay. Let's shut this beast off, shall we? Close fuel valve. Stop the warning. Ignition. Off. Aux boost off. AP off. Generator off. Electric source off. There we go. Okay, well, that was another excellent landing, if I do say so myself. As always, this has been For Extra Life. This is Flight for the Kids. You can visit flightforthekids.com for more information. The gist is we're visiting all of the Children's Miracle Network hospitals in North America, one at a time, to raise awareness for those hospitals and to raise money and awareness for my local hospital, Riley Hospital for Children here in Indianapolis. All of the money collected, if you donate to the link in the bottom of my Twitch profile, goes to my local hospital, which, as I said, was Riley. All of that money goes to provide care for those who can't afford it. It provides research money into childhood illnesses and diseases, and it provides for child life services that help kids be kids while they face scary stuff in the hospital. It's an excellent program. I will be back on Thursday, where we will go from Salt Lake City here to Arizona, where we will see Tucson and I think it's Phoenix. Yep, Tucson and Phoenix. And then maybe on from there, depending on how long that takes. I'll have to do the maths. But anyway, that will do it for this evening. We hope you've enjoyed your time. Please follow, like. If you see my social media posts, please feel free to share those. Everybody who sees it is one more chance to help out a sick kid. So please do what you can. Until next time, I will see you later, and fly safe.